Like, how did you get into the scene?
I worked for an LCS team. This is back when like relegations still existed. Are you familiar with relegations?
Nope.
Relegations, like was it the
It's
top
an org?
three? Bob four? No. This is like a system for LCS.
Okay.
It wasn't like the same 10 teams every year.
It wasn't franchised in the past.
Yeah, it wasn't
okay,
franchised.
okay.
So the bottom three teams, would have to compete against each other to see who gets kicked out.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's pretty
that sounds
cutthroat.
Horrible.
So super stressful. I worked with a team called Team Dragon Knights, this was also like before there were restrictions on having import players.
Okay.
So they were like, oh, we're going to make a super team with 5 import Korean players. And so they did that, and Riot was like, whoa, no, that's not allowed. And they set the cap of like, I think 2 or 3.
It's 2, yeah.
But I think I'm kind of losing my history here, but I think they were like, we'll let this slide for this year, but this was not going to be okay again. Didn't matter though, because they couldn't secure any of the players' visas. So they had to use 3 subs in the very beginning. So they lost like every game. And of course their sponsors were like, that's not cool. And I think they started pulling out. And I was promised money for making videos for them. Lived with the team for like, I want to say 2 months. But when that started happening, they were like, hey, so you're a volunteer, right? And I was like, okay, bye-bye.
Oh my God.
Wow.
But so in that time, I had been shooting with like, or like in proximity to like Damien and like Gabriel, who works here now. But at the time, they worked for Liquid.
Right.
And so they heard what happened, and they were like, oh, why don't you like shoot with us? And I got to know even more people, and then snowball from there.
And
Yeah.
everything.
So you got to see like both the really shitty, unprofessional side of esports, and also like the better, like more structured, not shitty version of esports.
My intro was the worst, and then they brought me on and was like, oh, there's also good out here. Yeah.